When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Mustangs will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia's offense will get the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So SMU's offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when...
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Velasquez. Got his man in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mustangs in the hurry up. Hands it off. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The quick out. There he goes. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. The short hands, it's Stockton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to pass. It's all red. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Velasquez. Right on the money. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Going for the big play. He caught it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, SMU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Running back searching for a hole. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They'll leave it with him. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Back to throw, it's Allred. Lofts one high and deep. He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Cavaliers are flying down the field. From the gun. Here's the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they're after him. Trying to bull his way in. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This guy's been around a while and in his junior season showing complete command of the offense. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge... He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Velasquez. Touchdown Mustangs! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been a good day for the offense and a particularly outstanding performance from the quarterback. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. Dropping back, it's Velasquez. Got his man. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. from the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on second down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quickly out to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Offense in a bunch formation. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Wants to throw again. The screen. He's got wheels. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Cavaliers will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They've got the screen set up. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Velasquez. Grab near the sticks, it's Walters. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Swings it out to his running back. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. 5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly on the move. Catch and stride inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lost to fire on second down. And that one's way too far for everybody. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
The Cavaliers will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half. Oh, he's got some space.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Dropping back, it's Velasquez. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got it on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Walters. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He makes a grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Back to pass, it's all red. Makes the grab, it's Stockton. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The play action fake. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have up there.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Walker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Give to the running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Walters. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw, it's Velasquez. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes a grab right down the middle. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Moves around to clear up the vision.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. To the air. It's Allred. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Sets up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wants to go up top on first down. Plucks it out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Virginia.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Here comes the two-point try. Looking for a man. It's Allred. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. And the QB has more than had his way just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
Got enough for the first down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try the run. Turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Mustangs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Nice move to pick up yardage. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Wants to throw. It's Velasquez. Touchdown, SMU! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 28 over Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it out fast.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Off play action on first down. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll immediately call timeout. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Stockton. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's all red. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one